So ever since we got the news about an all-digital future PlayStation is trying to push, talking about how they don't want to make physical games anymore and people have to start relying on digital purchases, gamers everywhere have been joining this boycott, started up by a Twitter profile called Does It Play? Now, if you're already not well informed to the boycott and the happenings of the boycott, this is the video for you. On Twitter, hashtag PlayStation Blackout has been going wild. You know, it's supposed to range from August 23rd to August 30th, talking about how people shouldn't boot up their consoles, you know, they shouldn't go on Netflix, they shouldn't play video games. And if you're against it, man, it makes no sense, because as a gamer, you should understand what's happening to the digital or the gaming landscape. Now, a question for you new people that might be wondering, you know, will it be effective? One way for a boycott to become effective is by hurting the company's bottom line, which technically in this circumstance or this occasion, it really isn't. One of the dumb comments I've seen, which y'all might laugh at this, I know I'll be sitting back and I'm like, you gotta be the dumbest person on earth. Not to be rude, but sometimes people just don't think with their brains, you know? A dumb comment I've seen is people saying, well, just sell your console to boycott. It's the fact that we don't dislike PlayStation. We might love PlayStation. I love PlayStation. I like the feeling that the hardware gives me, the software gives me. The people that are boycotting, they enjoy the hobby. They want their voices to be heard. There's people against this movement, which makes me feel like this could be successful. But for it to be successful, people need to pitch in and do their part. Now, I know a lot of gamers, especially if you're joining this channel right now and you're, you know, new to my videos, you might be hearing from other channels, oh, pitch in, do your part. This is a good way to do your part and pitch in. Another big determining factor whether this boycott could be successful is whether the organizer Does It Play, you know, hold him accountable. Make sure that he's showing y'all real stats, not just some BS made up numbers, you know? You have to make sure it's truthful, showing the numbers, showing that it was effective. And the way I see it, this is more of a protest than it is a boycott. You know, I've been sitting on this thought for a good minute now, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I going to do about this situation? Am I going to contribute to this boycott protest, or am I just going to sit back and, you know, use my account regardless? And honestly, I don't know, which that's okay. For a lot of y'all, it is still okay to not know whether you're pitching in or not. Because me personally, this is my situation. I live in a household full of 5 people, you feel me? I use my PlayStation as Prime Video, Netflix, you know, stuff like that. But also, I do want to contribute. So I still have time, you know, August 23rd to August 30th is a long way away. And by all means, if you have 2 cents, throw it at me. Tell me I'm being dumb. Tell me I need to step up into this fight and show that I'm putting my part in. Now, one of the best ways I heard that you can really hurt Sony's bottom line or anything like that, you target new purchases. Don't buy any games, don't buy any accessories, don't subscribe. Man, I've had a PS5 for a good minute now, and I have not subscribed to PS Plus. It's not worth it to me. Just to play online? I have a PC as well. Not saying I game on PC, you know, I used to in the past, but currently I only play games on the PS5. Now, another way for this boycott/protest to be effective is to show proof. You know, when it's August 23rd to the 30th, make sure you're showing screenshots of your PlayStation, having maybe through your friends list, somebody on your friends list that isn't going to give up, you know, playing on their PlayStation. Make them take a screenshot of your profile and send it through that Twitter, you know, post it on YouTube, do whatever it takes so that you can be heard. Now, one way a lot of people are predicting this isn't going to be working is because of GTA 6 and the release date that it has. You know, PlayStation's already coming up with numbers in their heads, you know, predicting that this is going to be a big seller for their console. Console sales are going to be a big one. Game sales, definitely. PlayStation Plus subscriptions, man, just to play on GTA 6 online, you need all 3 of those. PlayStation Store spending, people are going to be buying shark cards. Be careful, man. Be careful. Accessory sales, it's not really gonna go up with GTA 6, so it really doesn't matter unless you got a controller with stick drift. And then engagement, which engagement, this is the whole point of the boycott. They want you to turn off your PlayStation and do something else for a couple of days. Now, just to be on both sides of the field, just so I'm not seeming like I'm doing too much, or, I'm fighting against Sony, but I love Sony and have their stuff. A big thing that's crazy is this boycott is right before Wolverine's release date. So, question that this person on Twitter that organized the boycott has to ask themselves is, will this be successful? Will people pitch in? Is doing it right before Wolverine's release date and coming right back for Wolverine, is it going to be effective? Honestly, I don't know. And that's a hard, even ask yourself, do you think it'll be effective? I don't know, personally. Another thing that could be a success from this whole boycott situation could be other companies listening. It might give Xbox a shake in their boots, or Nintendo might have to change their draws right after this. Now, I doubt with Nintendo. Nintendo's really stubborn and likes to be really petty and very, yeah, they don't like making change unless they have the change in plan for themselves already, making it, their own creation in their head. Now, I know you're listening to this video and you're sitting back like, well, if I participate in this boycott, I might miss out on games. Truthfully, if you're a PlayStation gamer, you are not missing out on anything. There are 2 games coming out during that week of the boycott, and it's not gonna matter to half of you. You feel me? And if it does, if those are games that you are looking to play, you're only missing it for a couple of days, damn near a week. So just take the time. If you want to boycott, do it. I would say do it. Hopefully it makes a difference. I really hope it makes a difference. And I see a lot of other YouTubers videos talking about, oh, PlayStation called your bluff, Sony called your bluff. What bluff, man? People are unhappy with the news and the announcement of an all-digital future where people can't buy their games physically anymore. Not only does it hurt collectors, but it hurts people that are just wanting to play the game on a physical disc. Now, not only did I hear that the servers went down, and this is, a look into the all-digital future and what could possibly happen, but I did hear that the physical discs had an opportunity of malfunctioning as well because the live services were down. Now, I'm trying so hard to show y'all that I don't bootlick a company. I'm for all companies. I was for Xbox at one time until they lost my interest and lost my respect. But man, ever since I got a Nintendo Switch, man, I love Nintendo. Ever since I got a PS5, I love PS5. I even play on PC. PC is fun. There's no restrictions on PC. Well, there's some restrictions on PC, just like there's some restrictions on a Steam Deck. Just like Steam Deck is Linux based, but we're getting too far ahead of ourselves. Everything is fun, especially when you don't limit yourself to one company. I never understood that. And as an outsider, as a Nintendo gamer, you should be boycotting with us if you own a PS5. Why? Because it helps y'all company as well. It makes y'all company scared of what the people could actually do. Now, either I'm making sense to you or I'm not making sense to you, but either way, you listen to this video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, share it to a friend so we can get out there and I could become, better with this YouTube stuff. I'm just trying to get a little bit more viewers on this thing before I start putting extra work in, But hey, I will see y'all in the next video. I hope you tune in for that boycott. I'll probably have multiple videos. Yeah, I will definitely have multiple videos out before the boycott happens. And I'll even show proof of, what's happening with the boycott, I'll see you on the next one. All right. And a little side note for all the YouTubers and gamers and all that. We want to boycott Sony. We want to boycott PlayStation because we love Sony and we love PlayStation. All right. Yeah.